All right, well, Lynda.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday. Facebook Friday. Dr. Gordon Lynda here
Woo.
for a beautiful Friday in East Tennessee.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Wow,
How
not a
could
cloud.
you stand that jacket out there?
It's
getting warm.
It makes me look slimmer, I think. Anyway, beautiful day in East Tennessee. No humidity. Good day to. I have a medical student lecture at 2 o'clock, but after that lecture, I have to meet with a resident to go over her performance. But then, maybe go out in the boat.
I started to say the boat.
Boat.
It's a good day for boating.
So let me,
I may take off my Jeep.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, take it right off and the wind blow back your hair.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. So,
Until it didn't comb it out.
that's right. Well, we're in front of the owl painting here.
So wise owl.
The wise owl. So, what, do you know what college team their mascot is the owl?
I do not.
Mark? Yeah.
Temple.
Right.
Temple Owls.
Yeah, there you go.
Florida
Rice?
Atlantic
And
too, I
Rice
believe.
also, I think. Is it Rice?
Rice,
Texas?
Rice may be the Owls. That might be right.
Rice, anyway,
Yeah.
So mascots, basketball. It's NBA Finals season. We're down to the finals for the Eastern and Western conferences. Do you know that?
I didn't.
You follow that? Yeah, I know. Well, so
All I know is basketball season keeps getting longer and longer.
Growing up in Boston, of course, you had to like the Celtics, right? And so, and I remember going to the airport in 1981 when the Celtics had won their championship. The only time I ever cut school in my life. I cut school. And I drove there, and actually it's funny. So we're in the tunnel going to the airport because Boston's a nightmare.
Oh my gosh!
So there's a big tunnel, right? And so I started beating my horn, going, "We're number one. We're number one," and everybody in the tunnel started honking their horns, doing that. So it was great. I went to the airport. The Celtics come in, and Robert Parrish is 7'1", Kevin McHale 6'11", Larry Bird I think is 6'9", and then Tiny Archibald, who's the guard, is like 6'1" or 6'2". Okay, and so the guard looks tiny on the court, but then like in real life, you're like, well, he's taller than me, and then like these other people are like unbelievably tall, right? And so of course the Celtics had multiple championships in the Red Auerbach era. I mean, was it 13 in a row?
It was a lot, yeah.
Right? So,
back to Bill Russell, right?
But, anyway, so we were watching the game. I didn't really watch the NBA during the season, but so we were watching. So here's my question for you: if you were a house guest at somebody's house, would you cheer for the other team against that owner's team? You would not, would you?
Not unless I was
right.
Cousin or brother and sister.
Classic mistake.
Yeah.
Do not cheer against the Celtics when you're at my house.
Right.
Bad mistake. Right. Susanna's friend was doing this. She kept trying to convince that was a bad idea. He wasn't. He still cheered for the Heat. He cheered for Miami. I was like, and not like quietly either. I was like, now. I will say I've been sort of a fair weather fan, so I can't get that upset. But seriously, I mean, just in terms of matter of decorum and intelligence, you just shouldn't do that. Especially if I'm going to be driving the boat some point where you're behind the boat, wake surfing, right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's amazing. I'm just hitting all those wakes. Like we didn't even see those.
Does he know how to somersault?
I don't know. We'll find out.
You could find out.
I know he's pretty athletic. We'll find out. Anyway, so so I was thinking about that. I was thinking about those issues, and I thought about three-peat. So you know what a three-peat is?
A three-peat?
Yeah,
the
three-peat.
Third time you repeat something?
Yeah. So so in terms of championship victories, right? You win, and you're a repeat champion, and you're three-peat, right?
Okay.
And so it was really exciting day. So actually, my ANDC couple who came in actually are going for the three-peat, right? So they actually have 2 ANDC children from the same group of embryos, and now would like to have a third from that same group, and so they came in to visit, and it was so much fun, right? Linda had the little baby, it's great,
and the little boy gave him all kinds of stickers.
That's right.
It was
very cute. How wonderful is that? To imagine. So that group of embryos frozen for I don't know exactly how long. I can't remember how long their embryos were frozen, but then these potentially they have 2 children now, possibly a third, all full siblings in the same family. What a great thing. And that is, I remember, I think I've talked about this on Facebook Friday before, but so at one of the ASRM meetings, I was talking with a guy who had a poster about embryo donation, and we were chatting. He's like, "Oh, you're from that clinic in Tennessee?" I said, "Yeah, we're associated with the NEDC," and he said, "Oh, well, you guys have lots of rules." I go, "Yeah, yes, it's a Christian nonprofit, so yes, there are rules that kind of go along with the mission of the NEDC in terms of who they're working with, and those are the rules that as set forth by the board." And And I said, but I guess if there are patients who are not married and want to seek this out, I mean, they can come to you, right? Because you don't have those rules. So yeah, we don't have any of those rules. I said, oh, I said, in fact, we only have one rule. I said, what rule is that? I said, our rule is you can only get one embryo. I said, okay, but you can hold those embryos for them to come back so they can use the same group. Oh no, that's it. One embryo and that's it. We give the others to somebody else. I said, so you are forcibly separating this group of embryos, so there's no chance for those kids to ever grow up in the same family. So that you're basically splitting them up on purpose. And he goes, wow, I mean, if you put it that way, it doesn't sound like a good rule. Like, it's not a good rule. It's like the worst possible rule you could come up with. It's like, why would you think that would be a good rule?
So what's their mindset behind it? To give more people a chance.
Yeah, I mean, give them what they want. You had multiple embryos, so just give them out. I mean, kind of like, hey, it's like redistribution of wealth. Give him one, you get two, you get one, the other person gets one. I mean, they're not like puppies.
Like dealing cards.
I said, right. They're not puppies in a cardboard box saying, hey, come grab a puppy, and give you a puppy, and you can have a puppy, and, here, let's get it up. I mean, I'm just saying.
Even though we love puppies.
We love puppies, but I'm just saying that's just weird. That's the only rule they have, and it's not a good rule. It's not a good rule. So, anyway, I just thought that was unusual.
Yeah, that is.
But okay, so
at least you got somebody to talk to you. Instead of turning their back on you.
We're just still
Here we
still
go.
scarred from the answer me. I feel like you haven't gotten over that.
I have not.
I have not gotten over that. I know you've
been,
not gotten over it.
At least 2 years.
I know it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. So anyway, so I just think again that's to me that what a great day to see them and to enjoy visiting with them. That's fantastic. Going for the three-peat, baby. Going for the three-peat.
And that's why I like to be in the room when you do the transfers.
Yeah.
Because I look at that little white spot you can see on the screen.
Yeah. We're doing it on Facebook Friday. Thank you.
Hi, Anna.
it's like I don't know. LJ's at the front desk chatting, and we're a very casual clinic.
Yes.
That's right. You put like a big sign like recording in progress, right? Hi, LJ.
Oh, get him.
Bye.
But anyway, I look at that little white spot and I think, when these kids come back and visit, and then I think about watching those transfers, they get chill bumps just talking about it, but I think, what is this one going to look like? What are they going to be when they grow out? It's just like,
magic.
They are alive.
It's like magic.
It's magic.
It is magic. It is magic. I know.
It's just
I know.
so neat.
It is amazing. So anyway, so that was my thought. And so again, as we're in the championship season, when those teams go for the repeat and the three-peat, I said, hey, we've got that here, right? We've got our champions, right?
That's right.
Champions of embryo donation and embryo adoption.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
It's all about that. Anyway, so that was my thoughts for today for Facebook Friday. So again, good, when you're a house guest, do not cheer against the owner's team. No matter what.
When in Rome.
That's right. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Okay. And again, the three-peat, baby. Three-peat. Bring it on.
That's right.
Bring it on.
That's right.
Bring it on. Right. As we say, Lynda, hope starts the conversation. If you're wanting to talk about these issues, operators are standing by. Operators are standing by. Dr. Gordon is every once in a while standing by.
Operators.
Yeah, we were out standing in our field, and now we're standing by. So that's right.
And now we're standing in front of the owl.
And now we're standing in front of the owl. That's right. All right. Well, be wise. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe if you're out on the water. And
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you're off next week.
I can't believe it.
Congratulations.
How come I'm not signing these things?
Because I'm not giving them to you.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll be here with somebody. I don't know who, but that's all right. We'll get somebody guest.
Probably better than an assistant you got today.
Yeah, we'll probably be like 4 views or something. This is the patient. They said, "Hey, are you doing Facebook Friday?" And I was like, "Not yet. We're actually doing it on time today."
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, I'm Dr. Gordon and Lynda. See you later.